Okay everybody, we've got a new patch notes while I'm trying to break the game. So this time I fixed a tutorial in-game. So now instead of choosing the tutorial, you get heads up tooltips as you go. So now I picked up a coin and you get a prompt of it, and which explains what it does. I also added for cooldowns, as you can see. So now you can see with that we explain that above the combo meter we have the cooldown that is charging up, and this time it's the blink, so that's the eye, which is at 38% now. We also got the counter tooltip that explains that when that yellow icon is above the head of an enemy, you should press counter. So that's what I'm gonna do now. The counter button is triangle on a PlayStation controller and Q on mouse and keyboard. So I'm going to try and show you all the fixes there. We got a one for the vendor as well. By the fire aura. Now we got the deflect tutorial. So as you can see, there's a projectile close to me, and now I'm going to press the deflect button here, and I can do it. So I've added a lot of those. I probably missed a few, but there's also for the quest statue and the boss, the mini bosses, and one especially for the blink. Wow, look at that guy, he got stuck in the air. Okay, that's probably a bug. It was quite funny. So also I added for all the drops, and now I picked up a speed buff that explains what happens when you pick it up. And this explains the quest statue, so if I activate it I'm gonna get a quest which gives me a reward. What I also done is to fix the combo meter, nerfing all the stats bonuses to an additional 50% nerf. So you will get 1/4 of the stats as you got last week, which feels more balanced. So this makes you need to visit the shop in the main menu to actually upgrade the combo upgrades and all that. So before you could just dominate once you got to a certain step. And what I also done is that oh, this is for the crystals. So when you activate the crystals you get a material, and you can craft out of that material. So the combo meter, back to that. Whenever you reach the max step, which is 100 at the moment, that's 20 steps. Each step boosts your stats. So when you're done that, the combo meter says max, and it still counts your. It still will count your counter up. But instead of just dropping 1, if you don't kill an enemy, it will drop 100. And the reason for that is that if you got like a 900 combo, if it started dropping, you never got punished for it, because you got like 800 drops to go before you actually start losing stats. So to change that you can't just get to 1,000 combo and then not caring anymore. You still need to protect your combo meter. And I also added a tooltip here for purple coins, which is the meta currency that you can buy stuff in the store for. So a lot better tutorial that is in-game. You can deactivate it if you do that in the loadout where you choose the heat. But I wanted to add it since a lot of players exit the game before the 10 minutes mark. That might be because they think the game sucks, of course, but it also could be that they don't understand the game. And I've also seen a lot of people playing not using the counters as intended, so people run around and try to shoot enemies, and doing that in the beginning is not ideal because there will be a lot of enemies. You won't be able to clear them in the straight. So that's why I felt that I needed to explain that to everybody, including those who skip the tutorial and don't read in the load screen, which I would be a certain victim of doing as well. So I'm a notorious tutorial skipper myself. So that's why I actually wanted to have it separate from the game from the beginning, because I hate doing it. Really hate tutorials. Because tutorials often say like, oh, use your left stick to move. And that's still in my tutorial if you really want a tutorial. But as a gamer, you don't have to get that explained. You know that you use your left stick, you aim with your right stick, you move with W realistically. So the in-game tutorial is a lot less self-explanatory. So you still get stuff explained, but the stuff that isn't obvious. So the tutorial in the main menu is for people who never played the game before, and the in-game tutorial is for people who skip tutorials. Just need the game. Okay, so let's move on. Combo nerf, the tutorial is explained. The counter, the counter was way too powerful. I love the counter, but it was too powerful. So I needed to add a cooldown on it, or increase the cooldown on it, which means it's now 2 seconds cooldown instead of just 1. I also reduced the hit stop. Before it was half a second, and now it's half a one, so it's not as annoying or as obvious as it was before. The reason for that is if you counter change like I do here, you really got that noise, you got that hard hits. I also removed the sound, the heartbeat sound from the hit stop, because when you counted you got like a heartbeat. That was also quite annoying. I might keep it for like longer hit stops. Let's say we use a ultimate or something like that, but not really like all day hit stops. So let's see. Yeah, I also adjusted the enemies, so I also saw that when people don't engage with the enemies, for example if they don't use counters and clear raid, what they tend to do is start kiting them. So I added a chase mechanic, so whenever you are 30 meters away from them, they run twice as fast to catch up. That also made it possible for me to lower the cap even more. Before it was 250, now it's 100. And I can say that I have felt that there's less enemies in the scene. If anything, it's more pressure because they get you much faster, and I also want to perform the game. So I lowered the counter's damage, most of them from 2 to 1.5, but the slam is reduced from 2 to 1, which is a higher effect. So let's see, do we have anything more? Yes, the drops. Before the enemy drops, but when you kill 500 enemies, we stopped dropping all the items. I felt that became too generous, because you didn't have to start health pickups, so you could just run around and get free health all the time. So now it's just the coins. potions, and you have to pick up health. I also got Siphon Beam, which is a health. Previous patch I did nerf a lot of others. So that was the one I forgot. You can see now there's a lot of enemies. I still have a combo. And 2 kills is soon done. I will probably triple the amount of enemies. Break. So let's see if we get better performance this time, or if I die before. Because we still had an issue going on with the enemies. Okay, I also had a chest to the map, so if you got a chest, it's on the map, so you can find it. But what I wanted to do with the enemy attack is what they shouldn't get as stupid as they got before. You can see there's a lot of them now, but I can see that they become stupid. That's good. But I still need to get rid of a lot of them, so I would probably need an upgrade. I also reduced a lot of loot, so I cut the loot in half. Again. Because I want people to go and run for objectives as well, and with the loot rate that it was before, you got twice the loot in a break. Now they're easy, so with the amount of enemies spawning, this should be about the same. Objectives about 20 and 1 kills. And as you can see it now, I just have 8 upgrades. So I'm a little bit behind because I I've been talking. I'm not upgrading, so let's see if I can get something here. No, I haven't even got my crystals. Let's see, can we get anything from the map? Why is it? I'm doing the break now anyways. It should be a little bit harder to do the break now, even though I hate it. Don't die. I think I told everything. Oh no, I also smoothen out the lighting on each environment, because the lighting was too bright and the dark was too dark, so I fixed that as well. There was also a bug at the vendor, so sometimes you got lost in the buy and sell button, so you didn't have anything selected on a gamepad, but that's also fixed now. I think that's about it. Please keep trying to break the game. Tell your friends about Master of Chaos. If you want to stream it or do a review, please reach out. You got my full consent to do that anyways, but it's always more fun to cooperate when doing videos or streams. So thank you, and talk to you later.